10 years ago, the Southern Bluegrass Fantasy Football Championship revolutionized fantasy football in South Central Kentucky. Now, 10 years later, after a decade of evolution, we celebrate those 10 years as we look forward to the future. Steele, and I'll be your host on this journey through the SBFFC as we celebrate 10 years. And as you can see, the SBFFC has a long and rich history, and it's a history that's only going to continue today, where you see it's quiet now, but later on, this room is where all the magic will happen.
Running back. 2 times, man. 2 times.
Best time of the year. This is man's Christmas right here.
It's just really well run. Harwood does a really good job. You know, I've got a lot of friends that play in it, and we all enjoy every year coming and doing it.
Me and my buddies, Jeff Richardson and Jonathan Patterson, went to another event in Louisville the year before, and they had 9 or 10 leagues, I believe, drafting at the same time, and we had the idea that we can all do it together and make it great, and just word of mouth growing, and friends of friends, and just some good stuff, and Facebook boost postal advertising went a long way.
As we look back on the last 10 years of the SBFFC, these 26 owners have been here from the very beginning. And even though their reasons for sticking around may vary, it ultimately comes down to their love of the league.
Well, we started off with 48 teams back at the Hilton Garden Inn back in 2010. We were struggling to get that many because everybody's so used to doing their 12-team personal leagues. It's hard to get everybody together all at the same time. So we did that, and everybody had a great time. Most of them returned, and an amazing 22 of those 48 owners have been with the SBFFC for all 10 seasons.
It's really cool. First year we had 48 teams, and it was a Saturday only. Now it's expanded to Friday night events, Saturday morning auction, high stake leagues, then the main event, and then there's additional drafts after that you could do. Who knows, in the future maybe we'll expand to Sunday. But it's a really good time.
It's been really fun. Brian Harwood, the commissioner of the league, has been very hardworking. He's an entrepreneur and a close friend, and has cultivated kind of a culture of family here with the SBFFC. So it's been a fun ride.
It's hard to win any fantasy football league, but for these 9 champions, they know the taste of sweet, sweet victory from SBFFC.
It's a feeling of accomplishment and just, you're glad that your hard work paid off for you.
It's great. It's a small circle of guys that have competed and come out on top, and feel honored to be part of that group.
It's fantastic. I have a great time coming here every year, but definitely being now a champion, pressure's off. I can just come here and have a good time because it really doesn't matter if I ever win again.
It's pretty cool. It's a great experience down here, and to win against a lot of your peers and friends and whatnot it's a pretty cool experience.
It's wonderful. It's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving.
The 2018 SBFFC champion Brian Hurst is taking home over $6,000. In our first year, the champion took home $2,000, so you can see how much the league has grown over just the past decade.
Oh, the money. So, you come here, pay a nominal entry fee, a couple $100, and take home $6,000, and that's fantastic.
Not only can you earn yourself a fat check, but you can also get some amazing hardware. And as you can see, the hardware here is second to none, and every year it just keeps getting bigger. Everyone has a strategy, not just to win the draft, but to win the entire league. Some use books, others use their own knowledge. What's your strategy?
You gotta have prep, draft prep, and then you gotta be prepared to roll with the flow. You never know what's gonna happen at these drafts. Someone might step up and go all wide receivers first couple of rounds, and you want to change your strategy, and you don't want to be the same as everyone else, and that's the way it works.
The strategy is you can win from every position, but you just got to take the right players at the right time. If you go in with a strategy, more than likely that strategy is going to get blown up by other people around you, how they pick. So my strategy is come in with an open mind. When value drops to you, you take it.
I go in with an idea, but I mean, if people draft in a way that I'm not expecting, which happens sometimes, then it's like, okay, you gotta adapt. You have 1 minute, and a lot of times, the guy right next to you snipes the player you want, and it's like, okay, I got 1 minute to figure out now what I'm going to do because I thought I had that guy and now I don't.
Obviously, the SBFFC is about football, but it's also about family and friendship.
Friends, competition, the setup, the passion of Dr. Harwood. I've been to Vegas. I've been probably 40, 50 different live events across the country, and this is my favorite.
And I circle this the week every year. When I go back home, I circle it. I already put in for vacation next year. I drive up from Louisiana every year. Nothing will stop me. My bosses know about it. Like I said, this is like a man's Christmas, and a lot of us guys are like that. It's just we can't wait to get up here, and I think we talk and socialize more when we draft sometimes, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's one of the things that just everybody gets together, like a festival, like fellowship, community, all getting together. My buddy Ron Studel, he's a sponsor. He told me that you're doing awesome things in the community, not just for fantasy football, but in the community. And this is the biggest live fantasy football draft outside of Las Vegas, and we're doing the community of Bowling Green and the surrounding areas very proud.
Over the years, the SBFFC has donated a portion of its earnings to the Western Kentucky University Topperette dance team to help with travel and other expenses.
The guys will tell us like their football draft picks, and we'll go through and run the boards. And then we also sell raffle tickets, and we help do the silent auction.
I'd say the plan for the next decade is keep everything like it's going well, and everything's running smooth like a well machine. Just keep everybody happy and satisfied. That's the goal. Just keep doing what we're doing. I mean, if it's not broke, we don't fix it. Everything is going great, and just the rules have been the same, and everybody's adapted to them. And just once you get it for 1 year, you're in it for life pretty much.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through the last 10 years of the SBFFC. And if you would like to participate in our next decade, be sure to log on to our website, sbffc.com. I'm Lacey Steele. Good luck and happy drafting.